Hello everyone, and welcome to the British Grand Prix. So, it is then round 10 for my career mode in my Manor Mercedes car. British Grand Prix then, my home Grand Prix. So, it would be nice to get a good result here in front of my home crowd, my digital home crowd, let's say. And, of course, the Manor team based in England as well. So, we're good to get a good result here, but not going to hold my breath for it, if I'm being honest. This track layout probably doesn't lend itself to my car's strengths with the it's quite a sort of downforce demanding track rather. It demands very efficient and good downforce, which my car, I think it's probably hasn't really got either of those, so we're not going to hold our breath. But anyway, this is the track layout then. As you can see there, 2 DRS zones, so 2 overtaking opportunities. So we'll see if we can make use of them, or if the other, rather probably more likely other people can make use of them on us, but we'll see how that plays out. And so have a look then at our car performance at the moment. So you can see on the right hand side, they're just ahead of Toro Rosso at the minute, but still quite a long way behind the leading 4 then, who are all pretty similar performance at the minute. And you see just got a chassis upgrade coming for the next race, so we'll look forward to that one. But for now, just ahead of Toro Rosso, but we should, I think, probably still be expecting to beat them in this race. It's quite of them in P12 at the minute with a 32.6, just 37 seconds left, so this will be our final lap of the session, trying to get an exit there, and really just trying to get best straight lane to be possible, which we managed to do nicely well, gaining time already half a tenth up. First corner, you've got to brake a little bit down a gear and then back on the power. I have to be quite aggressive through there. Pretty tricky though, it's certainly not flat as it was in F1 2013. Braking right down to second gear, try and nail your apex, bring it back to the right hand side, bit of oversteer there, bring it right to the right hand side for a nice sweeping line. Actually missed my apex quite badly through there, so that wasn't ideal, but get a nice good exit, so it means I'm still a tenth up, tenth and a half up probably by the time we get to the end of this straight. Yes, it is going up slightly. So 10th and a half up, I'll certainly take that. It's not a bad first sector, because I've already done 2 laps, so I've probably improved that time a little bit. And just taking a very late apex. That was a strange line. Normally I don't take that line at all, but gained a lot on the edge of this corner to compensate for it. 2.5 tenths up, can we get a good exit and try and gain more time? Well, not as good as the previous lap, unfortunately. We are losing a bit of time. Still 2 tenths up, that's still not bad at all. And coming into the very fast corner. I'm not sure the corner names, and I've just completely missed my apex, so completely missed it. You can see that's cost me 7 tenths. I had a good exit actually, but it's lost half a hundredth. That's not too bad. Is that right? Half a hundredth. And anyway, we'll move on from that. Going through Magnus Beckett's section here, just trying to get an exit, get the power nice and early. We managed to get a good exit there, and just about 2 tenths up really as we get onto this straight. And are we gaining down the straight? Can't tell. Not really. We're about the same exit. Need to try and push now because 2 tenths enough. That'll be enough. So we really need to push in this final corner. Really nail my apex. They could have gotten the power a bit earlier, but still 3 tenths up coming to the final couple of corners. Then going to get it all slowed down. Try and nail my apex just again slightly wide there. Try and get an exit there. You can gain so much time for here if you're quite aggressive on the power, but obviously don't spin. Coming to the line now. Bit of wheel spin there. We're 4 tenths up as we cross the line then, which puts us in P9 then. So we managed to get into the top 10 in our Manor Mercedes car. I'll certainly take that. As we were down in P12 before that lap, so you can see how tightly packed it was, and I need another 4 tenths to get anywhere else, so I think that's pretty much the maximum that I could have got anyway. I shall qualify our teammate Pascal Wehrlein, who's down in P14 by about half a second. So that's a pretty decent chunk to out qualifying by, so we've got some reasonable pace relative to the AI, but just our car performance just letting us down for now. But there we go. Like I say, I'll certainly take that. That's not a bad result. So let's have a look at the strategy then. So we got soft to medium, so it's soft, medium, hard on this track. So we're going to go pit on round about lap 4 with around about 50% tyre by the looks of it, and go to the end of the race on mediums again, looking at around about 50% tyre wear. So that's our strategy then. Pit around lap 4, quite early on really, but I expect there's only 13 laps. We're on the grid now then as the lights build up. Going to hold our clutch in, build the revs, 5 lights. Clutch out and away we go then, so just trying to minimise wheels. Been doing it quite nicely actually, get a pretty good start, pretty much as good as everyone around me, slightly better than the guys behind me in fact. We're trying a little bit rest in the first turn, are we? No, we're not. Oh, Bottas comes across on us there, we have to get back on the brakes. He's quite slow through there unfortunately. It's across the bridge time. We're going to look at the inside here though, diving up the inside, they're very early on the brakes with their bit of rear locking as we come into the corner, but they were very early, still made my apex. And we're down at the inside here, 2 cars, try and keep it tight to leave them room, but it easier said than done as you have a quite aggressive move there and actually end up off the track. So not too sure what happened there. We'll have to have a look at a replay and have a little look then on board of the Mercedes here. I think it's Rosberg. You see, I just come diving at the inside there, and well, I mean, that was more of a case of the Williams of Massa there, just turning in the Mercedes. And a bit of a strange incident. I wouldn't actually say, well, I did technically cause that with the AI. I wouldn't say that was my fault, that incident. Just because the Williams obviously decided to just start turning on the Mercedes instead of back out of it. A bit of a strange one. But they're battling up ahead now then. So I might have half a chance to get an overtake here if I can just try and stay close. You see I'm still on Rich, just trying to see if I can eke out another position or two, get a nice little slipstream down this straight. And if they continue battling, I might have half a chance really quite close coming into this corner then. You can see they've just got more grip. That was pretty much a perfect corner for me. and used all the track nicely, took the best speed I could. They still just pulled away from me slightly, so it really is just a case of lacking in the car department, mainly in the downforce department really around this track. And I've just fallen back ever so slightly. Still going to get some slipstream. 1.3 back, or 2.4 back now to Raikkonen, so he's lost a bit of time behind us. But we are just trying to see. We're up P5, that's not bad. We could get another couple of positions. We could be in a podium paying position. 2 more positions. And, well, we can see the leader, in fact. This is a battle for the lead, effectively. We're just about to join, which we're pretty much right on top of now. But again, it's just so tricky with this car. It's just not got the pace. Look at that. Look how much they gained on that exit. Loads of traction. We're a little bit wide there. And we're 8 tenths at the line then. So my engineer tells me that pit stop's coming up and we're only just started the second lap. It shows how early you have to pit on this track. Just because of the such high speed really does demand a lot of tyres, and they wear really quite quickly. And just now, that was a better line than my quali lap through there. That's why you want to do it. And just looks like, unfortunately, they are just purling away now. I don't think there's anything I can be able to do about that. It's only really if they were going to battle, which they didn't really do. So that's that over, unfortunately. But I'm going to skip then to halfway around lap 3 now. Looks like Raikkonen's all over the back of us. So he's pretty close. I don't think he's going to make a move just yet, but he will get DRS on the next straight. He's going to have to think about making a move into here, but that's not wise. 190 miles an hour through there. So he doesn't get that. Oh, I've missed my apex bad. That's going to compromise my speed heavily through this last section, which is not what I needed. That's exactly the opposite of what I needed. And Raikkonen's all over me, and he's going to get some DRS. I'm going to stick to the inside, squeeze him over to the outside. Just like, look at Bottas, might even make it 3 abreast. Yes, he does indeed. You have to try to do this side. Oh, bit of contact there as they come over on me, and just try and dive deep. And I managed to actually make moves stick and stay ahead of both of them. A little bit of fortune there. I think the fact they contacted me might have meant they backed out of it slightly. They just perhaps didn't have enough room, just came over on me. I thought I was leaving enough. Maybe I didn't. I'm not too sure, but anyway, Ricciardo does a fast lap the racing quite a long way up on ours, but it looks like Bottas is all over the back of us here. We actually have to defend into the first turn. This is not an overtaking zone. He's going to go for it, brake very late, but no, there's no chance of that. He just backs right out of it there. Really backed a long way out of that. But this is our pit lap, don't forget, so all we need to do is make it end this lap. Actually, tyres are only about, well, some of them are 40% worn, I suppose, and after this lap they'll be near enough 50, so they don't seem very worn at the minute, considering we're pitting this lap, but never mind. So we've got a bit of a gap now to Bottas behind, so he's not going to be able to challenge us down this straight, but he might well be able to challenge us down the next straight, and he did get DRS down that last straight, so he would have gained a little bit of time on us. He's just, well, 6 tenths back, you saw that. Still in P5 at the minute, which is, again, if I could finish here, that'd be a good result. A solid points in the manner here, especially after the big disappointment of the last race. Just getting that DNF on the last lap after getting a puncture after being in, was it P4 or something? I was really high up the grid, wasn't I? And just massive disappointment as up front, very wide there. That was not a deal. I think my front left might be going off there slightly. I'm not sure if I can going to show the tyre wear or what. There we go, 45%. So, well, it's not once it's going off yet, but it's 10%. Well, yeah, 10% worn than the other side. So that's probably what caught me out there. And it looks like Bottas is going to be close to us, but I wouldn't have thought he'd be able to make a move. Although the Williams is very quick in a straight line. Look at this. He's going to have a look with DRS then, try and brake on the outside, but no chance of that. They seem to brake quite early through there. So let's just stay ahead nicely there, and we are going to pit this lap then. Coming in, looks like Bottas is going to be coming in right behind us. Needs to get also down at the line, which we just managed to do. Wow, that was incredibly risky. I don't know if there's any contact from Bottas behind, but I'll tell you what, we were lucky not to get a penalty there. That was within 1 mile an hour of getting a penalty, really. So I would have thought, unfortunately, Williams is probably going to come out ahead of us. There's no one going to hold him up, and he's down the pit lane. So yeah, it seems like a reasonable stop. So we'll probably come out behind him, but quite close behind him, might be able to get him back. And there we are, 3.5 second stop, poor stop behind him, but that was fair enough, really. But we might be able to get him back if we can. There's no cars to challenge us, so we might be able to get him back if we get a good exit here. There's a bit of movement there, just really trying to get on the power, trying to get as close as I can to Bottas to get him back as quickly as possible. There's a DRS zone coming up very soon. She needs to push into this section now, really try and get close so I can get the DRS, but no, he just seems to have just too much of a good car for us, doesn't he? Yeah, a little bit of oversteer there once again. No, I think he's just got, fortunately, the better car. So there is not a chance of us. No, I don't think so. We're going to keep going because we might have better pace on the mediums. We've walked a little bit deep there every yet. Take a late apex instead, though. Well, we're nice and close to him now then. If we can stick this close, we might be able to get some slipstream and get nice and close. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was an awful lot of oversteer out of that corner there. We're going to stick to standard mix for now. We don't want to use too much fuel on this, but we are a nice lot of slipstream on him. We are just a couple of tenths back now. Just turning nice and early, nail my apex. Went a little bit wider than I'd liked, but get away with that one. And once again, nice lot of slipstream here, but this section I'm probably going to lose a decent chunk of time. It's a high-speed section, really pays you to have downforce. I've lost a bit of time, not too badly. Went a little bit wide there, missed my apex slightly. Half decent exit, but I think I'm just going to be too far back. If that was a McLaren or a Red Bull, I think I might have half a chance, but as it's a Williams, no, absolutely no chance. So I think that's pretty much over, but the rest of the cars are now pitting. We're down at P17 at the moment, so we were one of the first people to pit, interestingly. But the rest of them are pitting now, so let's hope we don't lose any more positions. But we'll see what happens. We had a pretty good out lap. We've pretty much done as fast as we possibly could. Just not quick enough Bottas. Here we go, overtaking lots of cars in the pit lane now. See on the top left, the position indicator's just going down and down and down. And oh, it looks like a Ferrari. That's probably right. Yes, it is Raikkonen. Unfortunately, come out ahead of us there. So he's managed to jump us in the pits as well. So we lost 2 positions in that pit stop phase. But let's just hope they start battling and slow each other down. And I can get them both back. That is what I would like to have. And down to P9 now then. So I'm not sure if anyone else hasn't yet pitted, or is that... Where were we? We were in P6, weren't we? So, well, look, I think some people might not have pitted yet, so that's not our actual position. But still, we want to be closer than that. But we have actually got Nico Rosberg behind us, I've just noticed. 1.3 seconds behind us. So in a Mercedes, he's going to be very, very quick. So we're going to need something particularly special to try and hold him off. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to do it, to be honest. It's going to be quite a big ask. We'll see what we can do. But like I said, it is going to be a big ask. And he's not close enough to us to get DRS yet. But we'll see how much he gains for the Beckett section through here. Let's see how I do. I'm a little bit wide once again. They missed my apex, compromised me into the last section. And how close is he to me? And well, he's only close a little bit. It's not excessive. He's going to get some DRS, but he's not going to be able to get anywhere near close enough to overtake us. So it's not too bad. But I expect now coming into the start-finish straight, he's going to be all over us. He's already pretty close. We're already getting a proximity arrow at the bottom there. And yeah, coming into the last section now, he's all over us. Looks like Raikkonen, unfortunately, got a nice clean overtake on Bottas. I mean, they're not going to slow each other down at all. There's a couple more people in the pits then, so I was right. And was it P6 or P5? I could have been wrong there. We're in P7. We must have been P5 before that. But Rosberg's now going to have a look around outside. Try what Bottas did. Brake very late, but just couldn't take corner speed, unfortunately, for him. So managed to stay ahead of him quite comfortably there, really. And so that's made him lose a little bit of time to us. So we've gone a little bit. I think we went deep there, but actually brought it back nicely. So half decent defending there. It looks like I said, Raikkonen's just nice and cleanly got past Bottas, and there's going to be... I don't think the Ferrari's still faster than the Williams, so I'm not going to hold my breath for anything special. And actually, this is a safety car then. Safety car has been thrown. Marcus Ericsson was at the race, he told me briefly there. So going straight to lean there, you have to back off because my delta's 2 seconds over. Caught by surprise somewhat. So really just backing off now and getting it, almost stopping on this corner. That's so slow, just trying to get the delta to tick over. Come on, I'm going to get a penalty soon. Oh, I'll get away with that. You have to almost stop, but let's have a look then. So what happened to Marcus Ericsson? Oh, his teammate just comes over on him massively, coming out the pit exit there. Well, not what you could have done about that, to be honest with you. But anyway, straight back to the action then. So after 3 laps behind the safety car, lap 7, we're now on lap 10. We're going to be rejoining the race then, rejoining back to racing speed. And so we're going to have 3 laps left to go after this one then. Lap 11, 12 and 13. There's actually some smoke from a car ahead. Who is it? It's actually the leading Red Bull there is smoking like crazy. And that's putting me off something awful. You see me just all over the track there. I wasn't ready to restart, but just the smoke there really did put me off. You see he's pulling off to the left just there. Look. Just misses. I was looking back, but too busy caught on Rosberg trying to overtake me. But well, that's another position gain. So we're up to P6 then. It's not too bad. We're just trying to defend from Rosberg now if we can. Got a little bit deeper, slight lock of the inside tyre, and he was all over the back of us here. Then he's going to be very close. Oh, we actually made contact there. Contact. Do I spin? No, I managed to avoid spinning just about. Trying to get back on the power so I don't lose any more positions, which I managed to do nicely. And well, that was a very, very strange one there. I didn't even realise he was there. Let's have a look at the replay there. I'm on board with Rosberg here. So it looks like, I think he thinks I run deep and then just decides to send one up the inside, but I just take a late apex. So it was a very clumsy move by Rosberg there, and I think through no fault of my own there, but luckily didn't really lose anything other than time. And looking like then we could move ahead to lap 12, and it's Sergio Perez behind us. Get a little look on the outside there, but there was no realistic chance of that making that move stick. So coming now onto the start-finish straight to start the final lap of the race. I can tell you we did have Felipe Massa behind us, but fortunately he developed a car problem, so wasn't able to attack us because Williams' car is faster than us, so we would have had a good challenge trying to keep him behind. But Perez, technically speaking, his car is slower than us, but it's very comparable. He has got a very, very good car, and it's very similar to ours, but maybe slightly slower. But of course, the chart only gives you overall pace, whereas his car might be better suited to this track. Mine might be better suited to other tracks. So We'll see how this plays out. A little bit oversteer through their tyres, clearly just starting to wear slightly. We've got enough fuel to go rich to the end, I believe. Yes, we have. I think it's 1.8 laps of fuel out there, so easily rich to the end. All we need to now is defend from Sergio Perez, and we'll get P6, which is solid points in this manner. That's still not, well, it's still not competitive enough for P6. Put it that way. It's I mean, if I was to perfectly get my car speed, I'd be in P9. So to get P6, that's I've overachieved there, no doubt about it. You see on top left there, my target is actually P13, so really have overachieved. Wow, run wider, my God. That was, again, just the front left going off, I think, and perhaps me just getting a bit pressurised on this final lap, just really pushing and trying to make use every inch of the track, but I used every inch and a bit more, didn't I? But now just trying to get good exit. It's really important for that exit, which I've managed to do. Managed to nail that section much better. Going to stick it tight to the inside. There's no chance of going to the inside of me. I am already on Rich Mix. She's going to be well alongside me coming to this corner then. And again, they just break quite early through there, don't they? You really had a good chance at getting around the outside there. A bit of oversteer out the cut final corner there. Nice bit of wheel spin. And Daniel Ricciardo wins then, so it must have been Max Verstappen that went out the lead of the race. And it looks like we are going to come across the line then to take P6 then in our Manor Mercedes car. And like I said, that is a solid result. I will absolutely take that. And unfortunately, he's going to go up or inside there after we finish the race. But P6 then, that is solid points. And you can see that 10 seconds off the leader. That was, of course, with a safety car, so that's a bit irrelevant. But where was my teammate down in P10 there? So another point for Pascal Wehrlein. Oh, that's certainly a pretty good result from him. Only 5 seconds back from me, so he didn't lose too much time. And his fastest lap was actually the same as mine, so he had a pretty good race pace. But there we go then. I'll certainly take that. And let's see what it does for the Drivers' Championship then. So I see me up there on 42 points then, so pretty good points really. Considering in real life, man, I've only scored 1 point. So my car upgrade's really helping me. And let's have a look then. My teammate just didn't quite get to see him there, just a bit too fast. But only about 12 points off Valtteri Bottas up ahead then. So we could take a Williams here. And Constructors then, we're in P6 at the minute. 45 points total. Only 3 points off Toro Rosso. And we have now got a better car. So if we can outdevelop them, we've got a really, really good shot at hopefully moving past them in the Constructors' Championship. And fortunately, we've got a car upgrade for the next race. So hopefully we'll have a bit more competitive race. And I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.